I don't know if whose setups these are, but you gotta go in and change on the stages to make all the different music equally likely. It's a weird setting. I don't know why Smash Ultimate has all the same stages with all the same songs, but let's get into the game and see what's going on here.
You gotta see that setting change. So what Abe has been doing really well lately has been spacing out. Look at these.
Yeah, there's the parries I was telling you about. Jahzz0 has the timing for those.
Yeah. Absolutely. So Ave has been spacing out really well with the fireballs and using them to approach, but what Ave has also been doing really well is combo games. So we've got the platforms here. We have a slightly higher blaster than we'd like to see if you're playing as Mario on PS2, but look at that. The flood to keep the distance.
Wow, and Abe getting a great start up there, but what do you do as Mario if your opponent just starts parrying all the time? Abe saying, I'm just going to keep you in a combo so you don't have a chance to parry.
Exactly. And on Mario, you've got only a few of your moves are multi-hit, and so having to deal with the focus attack and the instant parries coming out from Jahzz0 means that you have to mix up your timings. You cannot go for your linear game plan. You have to play very unique every single interaction.
Yeah, and at this percent, we're not going to see the super long Mario strings. Ave's mostly just been going for a throw or an aerial into the down air, which can kill. But we're in neutral here. Both players giving holding shield, giving each other a lot of respect.
Yep, and that's it. That's the multi-hit moves right there.
Yeah.
Both the multi-hit moves, not only to counter what Jahzz0 was looking for on the first edge guard, which is a parry, but then also using it to break the focus attack is exactly what we wanted to see coming out from Abe. He has only used that move a few times, and now he's starting to overuse it, so Jahzz0's catching on. He needs to take the stock quick, though.
Yeah, and it's interesting because as Mario, you kind of have a choice. That move's going to end your combo. Here we're going to see some up air combo strings, but Abe just playing this.
Wow. You don't often see the tipper shore you kill if you're playing Ken. Yeah. So that was quite a kill. Good read. Good read.
Yeah, and that is one of the main differences between Ken and Ryu is how their shore you works. Jahzz0 obviously knows exactly what he needs to do and exactly where he needs to hit for that to get a kill and what percentages.
Oh, wow. What a great ladder and a great DI read coming out from Abe.
Mario's got a Shoryuken of his own in a way. Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, wow. Abe is playing out of his mind this game.
He is.
Absolutely.
I was a little worried early in this game when I saw those fireball parries.
Oh,
Jahzz0 returning the favor.
You'd think this is a Kazuya mirror match with how quickly these stocks are going. My God.
Oh my goodness.
Both of these players playing absolutely incredibly, understanding what they have to do to win the game. Ava knowing that he needs to approach with the aerials and mix up the multi-hits with regular aerials in order to approach well, and then Jahzz0 understanding that he needs to be patient, read his opponent, not get antsy with the parries, exactly like that, and get yourself in range to get the hits. Although, what we are seeing is Jahzz0 throwing out great stray hits because Abe understands that he needs these types of combos to close out the games, and so really great on Jahzz0 to understand when to use the combos and when to go for the stray hit kills and the reads. Great adaptations from both players. This is going to be an incredible set.
Yeah, a very, very small thing that was happening there is Abe, Mario has a lot of drift with the aerials, and Abe was crossing up a lot. But Ken doesn't care if you cross you up. I mean, some characters only have a fast option in one direction, maybe with like a jab. But Ken has the auto turnaround. So Abe's aerials that cross up characters that might normally be a little safer, not quite as safe on Ken. Really, really interesting small thing. Yeah,
interesting to see the run back on PS2. I believe you get 2 bans if you're the winner, and I would have liked to have seen either Battlefield or Yoshi's Story if you're playing as Abe. And as I've mentioned before, unless they change the rule set, I don't believe the rules link the bans for Battlefield and Yoshi's Story.
No, I don't believe so.
Unless both were banned, in which case you'd probably want to be looking at like Smashville or something like that if you're playing Mario. I don't know why PS2 would be the run back. I think just having the distance, being able to keep it with the fireballs, and having the option is probably what Abe is hoping for here. And the game was close enough.
Yeah, and I feel like when you have a close game like that, it was just very competitive. Although this first stock has not been too competitive, Jahzz0, pretty dominant first stock. When you have a competitive game, and you feel like things went fine, you feel like you just need to play a little bit better. Just run it back sometimes, makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, great adaptation from Abe. Wow. Reading with the grab, and then the FA are not quite comboing into anything here, but Jahzz0 back on advantage.
Yeah, I was a little bit scared for Abe after Jahzz0 got those down tilts, but it was Jahzz0 knowing his character, knowing that he shouldn't go for the Shoryu. He just ended it with one of the kicks.
Oh, what a well-timed flip! That was like a 2-frame flood right there. I haven't seen that one with that close to grabbing the ledge. Incredible play from Abe to get that stock.
Yeah, and I don't know if Jahzz0 recovered ever so slightly high. If so, it was just ever so slightly high. Maybe could have gone a little bit lower and grabbed the stage still. But incredible work from Abe.
Yeah, Abe is trying to get his way back in here. He's playing around the aerials, using the down air sparingly, but also mixing up the usage of it. Wow. And again, Jahzz0 mixing up the straight hands, not necessarily needing to approach you to kill you, and that's the scariest thing you can deal with if you're playing Ken versus Mario. You expect your opponent to approach you. Oh, jab block doesn't quite take.
Weird.
But you expect your opponent to approach you, and suddenly when Jahzz0's throwing out kill moves from like multiple character lengths away, you have everything to be afraid of.
And there we see it, just one more time.
Again, Jahzz0 really playing well and forcing his opponent to play a lot more afraid. Is this a good focus attack to prevent the lag?
Yeah, and see, that was an interesting example of when Mario was trying to extend the combo a little bit more, but they could have ended it with a down air. You know, it's a risk-reward kind of thing, and it didn't work out for Abe this time.
Absolutely. Wow. That was a great double fireball, but unfortunately Shoryuken has quite some distance on it.
Yeah, Jahzz0 was holding on to his jump. I think that was a jump Shoryuken, right?
Yeah. The distance there is good. And Jahzz0's got the rage, and he racked up 72% before being taken out by the multi-hit down air.
72% of extra credit, but 72% is, you know, 2 Mario combos. This could be an even game very fast. Jahzz0 obviously is going to want to try and end things now before Mario starts getting those combos going.
Yeah, I'm expecting while Jahzz0's at low percents to see that.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I was going to say to see some aggressive approaches and possibly even some random Shoryus being thrown out, but Jahzz0 constantly playing measured, keeping everybody here guessing, including myself, and that's really what is going to determine if Game 3 is going to be a wash or a good adaptation from Abe. Can Abe keep reading Jahzz0 and sticking to his own game plan, or is it just going to be the Jahzz0 show?
And I expected a stage change here, but to small battlefield. Interesting.
Yeah, I think that I'm once again guessing that Battlefield and Yoshi's Story have been banned, or they don't know about the linked ban issue, and then we've also banned another stage that Mario would be on.
Yeah.
So this is the next best bet, right? You get a couple of platforms, you get a smaller stage, lower stage platform to deal with, so that way you have a lot more airspace that you get to work with, and you don't have to worry so much about how your approach is going to look on the ground.
Of course, the important counter pick here was the music pick. You know, getting Abe in the right headspace, getting hype. We're going to see some hype plays out of him. This music's going to power him up, and let's see what he can do.
Yeah, we've already seen Abe do some kill ladders on small battlefield earlier in the tournament, so I fully expect to see that. But Jahzz0 showing that he knows how to play with platforms on Ken as well.
Ooh. What does Mario do here to recover? Oh, a nair, or a up air.
Wow, what a great ladder, but Jahzz0 with the SDI into DI to make sure he goes out instead of up. Really well played.
Yeah, and it's crazy that Abe started that getting off of ledge. He started that combo with an up air to get off ledge.
Yeah, Abe has been doing really well mixing that up.
Wow. I'm not sure if that up B was intentional from Abe. I don't know if that would have killed, but let's see what Abe does to get back into this game.
That's the first time. Oh my goodness.
Oh, the footstool!
Oh, wow.
Abe is unfazed.
Jahzz0 still had a jump, but he thought that he would be able to make it back, but the footstool just lasting a little bit too long, and I'm guessing the input was a little bit earlier than he was able to cancel with the jump.
Yeah, and Abe just, such a great job of keeping his composure. He gets spiked, and then he says, well, I'm going to come back and footstool you. Like, oh my goodness.
What I was going to combo on before that is that Jahzz0, for the very first time this set, used up B out of shield, Shoryu out of shield, and so, again, another way to mix up keeping your opponent on their toes. Jahzz is doing a great job of it, but does it even matter when you're getting a ladder comboed by Abe?
Okay, here's the ladder combos you're talking about!
Oh, what a jump read to get
my
the
goodness.
spike.
My goodness.
Oh, wow, that's going to be I was going to say that's going to be a punish, but good on Abe to keep it composed. Not much you can do on 0% for a big punish, but great Kate to turn it around.
Now, the cape is one of the few times that Ken will turn around from you.
Yeah. That's a good comment. Oh, wow. Wow, down tilts into Shoryu is going to take it out.
We have a tight game here. Tight game. Jahzz0, I'm sure, would love to finish things off here with a clean 3-0. Ave obviously wants to run it back.
Yeah, Ave really is wanting to get this last match in here. And there it is, the mix-up again. Not using the up airs out of shield. Instead choosing to, or up airs off the ledge instead of choosing to roll. But Jahzz0 looking for the finisher. On the platform, if he gets a couple of down tilts into a Shoryu, that could be kill even at 50% for Mario.
Yeah, even if it's not a kill, you're in such a bad place too, because you have to get back on the stage on this character who, if you recover wrong, he can punish you.
Wow.
But if you don't play neutral right, Ave will punish you and kill you off the top.
Ave executing the perfect Mario combo and choosing instead to end with the down air as opposed to the up B, really just showing that he knows what percentages his moves will kill at and what the correct option is to make, especially with how well Jahzz0 has been SDIing and DIing all the, or I guess just for ladder combos, has just been DIing all of them. Ave adapted very well for his combos.
We're here in that game 4 situation where the advantage player has the counter pick. A scary place. Where are you thinking Jahzz is going to go to? He's looking like he's thinking pretty hard about it right now.
I'm going to go on a limb and guess that Kalos and Final Destination are banned. And so I'm thinking that we're either going to PS2 or, oh wow, Kalos isn't banned. Then that's what, okay. I assume that instead that the ban was Final Destination in Town and City.
Yeah.
So, yeah. This is going to be a tough one. Kalos on as Mario, you do have some options, but I mean this is just Ken's playfield.
Yeah, it's not a bad stage for Mario. The platforms are in kind of a weird place, but there's definitely options there. I mean, Ave kind of using it just to make a little bit more space, right? Using those platforms just to kind of a little bit more space before he starts throwing out these fireballs, but Jahzz0 getting in there.
Yeah, Ave likes to play on those side platforms here and on Town and City to keep the fireball spacing, rack up some damage, force your opponent to approach. But Jahzz0 saying, I'm not afraid to approach you, and I'm ready to take you on even on the platforms.
Wow, and Jahzz0 doing some interesting things there with an aerial into the cancel into the side.
Great DI from Ave, keeping himself alive there, and keeping himself an advantage now. Great flood, and he's got, good air dodge from Jahzz0. I don't know where this is going to go. I don't think the ladder's there.
Oh, he has it. Not quite kill percent, though.
Yeah. Good choice of down air.
Ave really would have loved for that to have killed, but just not quite. Needed to rack up a little bit more damage before that'll kill him.
Yeah. Wow, what a forward smash.
And Mario forward smash is very, very big. It's not the fastest. I can't even get any comments out before Jahzz0's evening things up.
Wow.
Both these players just they don't want the commentators to say anything. They just want to say, watch us take these stocks.
That's been the theme of the tournament. But wow, what a confirm from Jahzz0. Understanding that the top of the Shoryu would hit even if he doesn't get the bottom one is great. Ave's safe here. Obviously Mario has a wall jump, so he's got plenty of options to recover from the side even from very low. So we're probably not going to see any lower blast zone kills from either player.
Yeah, using the wall jump to actually get an aggressive recovery, which started a little combo here.
Yeah, back to neutral. Trying to approach each other. Ken has the advantage on the lower approaches, which is why we see Ave coming in with the up air approaches, seeing if we can start a ladder or at least get in. But
yeah, and we're not seeing too many fireballs right here. I think both players, throw their fireballs. Well, now we're seeing fireballs.
Yeah, we see Ave going back to the platform. He must have forgotten how Jahzz0 has killed him the last 2 times. But I can't imagine he's going to stay there for long, or I guess the last time I should say.
Yeah, and it's just interesting to see when these guys decide, like, okay, now's the time to get in there, now's the time to separate. It's almost a game of chicken, who's going to start running in first. Oh, yeah. Jahzz0 not quite recovering.
Not able to get the full drift with the focus attack there, so unfortunately not being able to make it back with Shoryu. We did see a lower blast zone kill, and I totally lied earlier. This is a great advantage to have if you're Ave on a stage where you got counterpicked. They're both showing that this is a comfortable pick for them, but Ave showing that this is not going to be as easy as a matchup, just from the stage selection alone that Jahzz0 may have thought.
Oh, grab into, a little bit of patience, another grab.
Yeah, needing to end the combo there thanks to the DI, but unfortunately a little bit too much downward momentum to keep that one going.
And fell out of that down air. That down air was going to kill!
Wow. Killing the focus attack with the down air is great, but unfortunately it's not enough. Keeping him on disadvantage. Can he catch the edge guard? It's going to be a safe recovery.
Oh,
wow.
my goodness.
What a tech read.
That was an instant up smash.
Fully read the roll. Jahzz0 has not been using the roll that much, and so, wow, what a read from Ave to go with the backwards up smash for the early frame kill.
And just what a back and forth game. Both players just holding advantage so well. Really back and forth, making it for really exciting smash to watch.
Yeah, I mean, what did we say at the beginning of the set? This is going to be an incredible set, and they are not disappointing. This is close, this is tough, and Jahzz0 once again has a counterpick stage. What's going to be banned? I think that he's learned his lesson. It's not necessarily that Kalos is the best choice. I did not even see what the stage select was, but it looks like we're going to be going small battlefield again.
Small battlefield, pretty decent Mario stage. He has these platforms. He gets kind of a different angle. In Kalos, he's throwing fireballs from a little bit farther away. He has to be a little bit closer if he wants to use the platform to throw the fireballs. We'll see how things work out.
Yeah, so what we saw in Ave's last set is that he has proficiency in using those wide side platforms to hold camp, throw the fireballs, and force his opponent to approach. That's entirely taken out on small battlefield. Similar to PS2, where we were talking about Pichu needs to be in the center of the stage to throw the Thunder Jolts, Mario needs to be basically in the center of the stage for the fireballs to show any pressure whatsoever. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of pressure here. Jahzz0 understanding that Ave cannot space out with the fireballs, and he's just drifting, staying right underneath him at all times.
Yeah, you've seen the Kin back air. Both Shoto back airs have really good damage and kill power. It's just sometimes you don't see him as much, because most of the time those characters are facing the character. But working out there.
Ave has been doing such a good job of spacing his opponents out with Flood. Wow, what a forward smash.
Yeah, a lot of Marios don't necessarily use Flood too much. It's a hard move to use. But Ave kind of using everything in Mario's toolkit, honestly.
That is the challenge that you have when trying to approach with a grounded option like a down tilt against Ken. Especially as Mario, you are going to get punished. You are never going to have the ground advantage. You have to keep it in the air. We've seen even when Jahzz0 parries the Mario up airs, the re-jump up airs mean that Jahzz0 cannot catch with a down tilt. So both players trying to adapt, but this is an uphill battle for Ave. Jahzz0 seems to understand what the move is now.
Yeah, and this time Jahzzo using the focus attack like at the perfect time. Like he's starting to understand, when Ave wants to throw those down airs and when Ave's going to throw those back airs, and how to handle each one. Jahzzo kind of has a plan for whatever Ave can throw at him.
Yeah. This is tight. Jahzzo's at 166%, and wow, what a good DI.
Good DI.
184%, using that rage to really rack up the damage.
Yeah, and using focus stack too, just to kind of make his recovery kind of ambiguous. Here going really deep into the stage, making it impossible really for Mario to get out there. He just has to try and get a ledge trap. It's grab, fireball.
Yeah, another thing we didn't really talk about here is the wide blast zone from the small battlefield, and then the upper blast zone being a lot easier for Jahzzo to kill off of than Ave. But wow, was that a dash attack to take that stock? And 213%. If you're Ave, you got to be wondering, where did I go wrong? How did I not kill him?
And it just keeps going. Well, it ends there, but
that's a full stock lead.
Yeah, full stock lead when, Jahzzo doesn't have to approach. He can start like stuffing out things with, once Mario gets to a certain percent, he can just start kind of throwing out up B, and he doesn't have to approach.
Jahzzo had a game plan coming into this counter stage pick, and he's executing it incredibly well.
Yeah, we're seeing much less fireballs in neutral, and sometimes if Ave has fireballed a little too close to Ken and then gotten punished for it.
Yeah, not a lot of great ways to aerial approach beyond short hop up air. When you've got those short platforms, you don't have any options for fireball. You don't have any options for approaching with pretty much any other aerial other than short hop air, short hop back air. Oh, what a read! What a read! Waiting for the dodge, down tilt, Shoryu, and Jahzzo takes the set 3-2. What a close set, and I mean that's about as close